This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Something else I want to talk about that happens on this show, the Rumble show. We get the debut of the Headhunters tag team. They come in as the squat team. They come in and basically get their asses kicked by Vader and Yokozuna, and they're eliminated. But they appear again the next night on Raw, but man, they are not long for this world. What can you tell us about the squat team?
God damn. Those are two Dominican guys, right? That look like little baby Abdullahs.
Yes.
Well, if you were ever to meet these two guys, two of the fucking nicest guys you'd ever want to meet in your whole life, they'd give you the shirt off their back. They would do anything for you. And super, super duper fucking great guys. They were from the Dominican. They had worked Puerto Rico for Victor Quinones. I believe they worked for Carlos as well there. Victor used to use them in FMW and get them booked in Mexico. That's where I got to hang around them a lot, was in Mexico and Japan a little bit. But just, they were perfect for the business, but on the nice guy scale, they were way to the right. They were just fucking great guys. So they were the kind of guys that you wanted to give a break to, and you really wanted to help because they wanted it so bad and they really loved the business. And there were places, for example, like Puerto Rico, where it was more of a blood and guts territory. They didn't have to do a whole lot, and they could take some big bumps and things like that. And so we wanted to bring them in because they had a unique look. They're twins.
When you say you wanted to bring them in, I don't mean to cut you off. As just a one-off for the Rumble, was that Victor pushing for it, you looking for new attractions, or were you actively thinking, man, I like these Headhunter dudes?
All the above.
Okay.
And it became, well, let's bring them in for the Royal Rumble. If there's something there, then we could keep them. We could do something else with them. And then they're here. If they get over, we can use them. And really wanted to do something with them because I thought that they were two guys that had really paid their dues and felt like they had been everywhere else but here. But quickly realized that the formula for their work and what got them over wasn't working, and it was more blood and guts, and it was kind of like Abby. I don't think ever would have gotten over in the WWE. Abdullah the Butcher.
You figured that out in the 24 seconds they were in the match?
Pretty quick, yeah.
I mean, one of the guys is in here 24 seconds, the other 71. So it's hard for me to like really.
Well, when you combine 71 and 41, goddamn, it's more than 2 minutes. All right, Conrad, you sit there and laugh. All right, you can tell a lot by the way a guy walks in the ring.
I'm not arguing that.
And unfortunately, yeah, they were in there pretty quick. But I think that what more solidified it a little more was, their next night, I think they tripped on the way to the ring and fell down, and it just wasn't a good look, and you only have one opportunity to make a first and second impression. But yeah, it just, their first and second impression was not good on the national stage.
It's written in the Observer, Vader's deal to work the Stockton tapings was put together at the last minute. Originally, he was coming in just for the Rumble. At the Stockton tapings, which we'll talk about after the Rumble, that's when Vader has his big angle with Gorilla Monsoon. Do you remember that being put together at the last minute? I know we've talked about Vader before long term, but it's worth touching on again here.
Yeah, I believe, well, to get him in to the Rumble and finally get the damn deal done, to get him so that we could do something to go to WrestleMania 12. And the idea was to do the big angle with Monsoon, which Monsoon had never been touched really since Gino had made the crossover into commentary and then the president role. So we had come to terms basically with Leon, and I think he and his agent kept dragging their feet until it finally got done.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.